Is it a cloche? Cloche clock?
It was called a carriage clock.
A carriage clock, that's it.
It's a carriage clock, and everybody had one.
Two objects that seem to represent an aspiration of how we would live if we had a lot of money.
Really?
A golden clock. So this was put in the shrine or the room that would represent the very best of whatever we had. You know, the neatest furniture, the neatest accessories, and it had to stay as new as the moment it was bought. It was in there, and that room was so peaceful compared to the chaos of the rest of the home. That room, that was shut away. The door was always closed. No, we couldn't see it unless you went in there, and you always walked in there all hushed like it was a church or something. And that clock would be in there, and the fish, and one or two others. Then there'd be a cabinet. Yeah, there'd be a cabinet, a drinks cabinet of some sort with glasses. Cabinet.
Full of all precious crockery, glasses. There'd be loads of ornaments on top of the glass cabinet. Nanny always had her figurines on there and a wavy glass bowl.
There. Put the batteries in, and you'd have that pendulum thing rotating. Which I think was keeping good time. That's why even after all these years, the cloche looks pristine. Yeah, it was cleaned, protected. Is it glass? Sounds like glass.
Oh, it's just the mechanism that's gone. Maybe if you took it to a clockmaker.
The base is plastic. Everything about it is plastic. It's not gold. It just looks like it. That's why I said it represents aspiration. If you had the finances, you'd buy that in its, gold plated or gold.
Solid gold.
Solid gold. That would be a lot of gold.
It'd be heavy.
Heavy. Very heavy.
It's a brand, Actim. ACCTIM.
Yeah, but that would go in. For all the hard work that the parents would do, that would be their representation of how well they've done.
I wonder if, you hadn't moved houses, would you just keep the room?
More than likely.
More than likely.
We would have gone in and changed a lot of stuff, because by the time you're of age, you think,
Yeah, Mummy changed all her stuff. Mm-hmm. Everything, well, except the red leather settee, which got reupholstered.
Yeah, but Mummy essentially kept the same theme, but she lived in it. Whereas we didn't live in that space. We lived in the kitchen. That's where the television was. It was a large kitchen in the flat that we had. So you could kitchen, you had your dining table in there, and then there was this television, black and white one. So that's where we would sit and watch everything that we needed to watch.
We had a kitchen diner, and you only had breakfast in the kitchen, nothing else. We had a separate dining room that had a dining table, settee, and the TV. That was what was in the dining room. And then we had the front room, which only the insurance man went in.
He's the only one.
That room was pristine.
With friends and cousins.
No, they never went in there. They went in the dining room. I think you had to be a non-family member. You had to be someone in authority, someone of great importance financially. Yeah, because the insurance man came to collect your weekly premium.
And the rest of the house would normally be in care.
You wanted to show them that, Our house was very tidy. It's very tidy. Yeah, Mummy had me cleaning that kitchen well. Cleaning my own kitchen, my own bedroom well. Cleaning the bathroom, cleaning the bed, vacuuming. Oh, everything in that house. From the age of 11. You had to do it. Who else was going to do it?
It was handed down to you because your parents did it. And their parents before them did it when they were young. That was your duty. It was the children's duties to clean. And that would then instill a sense of discipline in the children. That's why the older generations now, they will have something like maybe they want to see pots scrubbed, house ordered, untidiness of your personal spaces. Of your personal spaces,
definitely chaos in your life.
You want to see everywhere clean, so that I can sit down and relax.
In a clean environment. Can't be relaxing.
And this, in that room, represented a clean and ordered environment.